What happened to the 200 or so passengers from Flight 93? It's interesting to note that the combined total of all the passengers from all 4 flights is 198, or 243, depending on who you ask.
Where were you held?
Somewhere in Alaska.
Somewhere in Alaska. And was it a jail? Was it, what was it?
It was like a country club.
A country club. So
I had a room, and no, I didn't have a window.
How many people were there?
Maybe 1,000. I don't know. I never got to see everyone. It was plenty big facility. I mean, like, you could probably put a couple thousand people in there.
And how long were you there?
8 years.
You were there for 8 years. 8. And how did you get out of this place?
Well, that's a good story.
It's good times.
Okay, terrific. I am here at my friend Josh's house right now. He was kind enough to let us come in here. Josh is recording. Josh, why don't you show yourself to the camera? There you go. Hey, yes. Okay, so Josh was kind enough to let me and John come back here. He's been telling us some really crazy stuff. He only said that he would talk if we brought alcohol and money. So right now we're in the process of doing that. We brought him in, we cleaned him up, we gave him a shave and a haircut, and right now we're just going to try and talk to him. We have a few different cameras set up. If Josh could come around here and show the cameras. We got one camera right there. These are all cell phones. Josh was nice enough to let us borrow his, and this is my setup right here. This is what I've been filming most of my stuff with. Hello, everybody. Anyways, so this is what we're working with. We got 3 cell phone cameras. We got 1 cameraman, and John is still, I guess, waiting to come out. So that's pretty much it. I guess, John, you almost ready? I'll take that as a no.
10:06 a.m., Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Flight 93 was en route from New Jersey to California with 45 passengers when it went off course at 8:56 over Cleveland, Ohio. Out of all of the events of 9/11, the one that has caused the most confusion is Flight 93. Evidence suggests that perhaps Flight 93 was nowhere near Shanksville.
Sit down, John.
Leave me alone.
You don't smoke pot?
No.
Okay. Alright. So, let me get this straight. Sorry. I just want to go over everything you told me so far. You were supposedly on a plane that flew...
No, supposedly.
claiming to be part of Flight United 93.
You looked up what?
I looked up which plane could have possibly crashed.
None of them did.
Well, 4 of them did. 2 of them into the World Trade Center, 1 into the Pentagon,
There wasn't
1
even
into the
a
theater.
pilot in those ones.
Chris, I've seen the pictures. It looks like there's nothing there except for a hole in the ground.
From where we could see, there wasn't much left.
Any large pieces of debris at all?
No, there was nothing that you could distinguish that a plane had crashed there.
What could you see on the ground, if anything, other than dirt and ash? And
You couldn't see anything. You could just see dirt, ash, and people walking around, broken trees.
So, to sum up, Delta 1989 landed at 10:10, was evacuated at 12:30, almost 2.5 hours later, and 69 passengers were taken to FAA headquarters. Flight 93 landed at 10:45 and evacuated within a half hour. 200 or so passengers quickly taken to an empty NASA research center. Why did it take 140 minutes to evacuate 69 passengers when 200 were evacuated in a half hour?
Wait, you mean to tell me that you were actually...
Have you ever seen a remote control?
A remote control what? Anything?
Car?
Yeah, I've had a remote control car.
Do you know that you can get a remote control for your big car?
What does that have to do with?
Why? Okay, so do you think all the planes that fly over all these places that are dangerous, do you think there's always a man inside them? Or do you
Yes,
think-
somebody has to fly the plane.
Absolutely not.
You're telling me that the plane that you were on September 11th, 2001, you claim to be on Flight United 93, Flight 11 of United Airlines. That flew into the Pentagon, I think.
The one that blew up into the Pentagon, and I hopped out right before it happened, and now I'm miraculously sitting here.
So you jumped out of the plane before it hit the Pentagon? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, do you believe that?
No, I wouldn't believe
Of
that.
course not.
As much as I wouldn't believe that you're a survivor of Flight United 93.
Of course not. Why would you believe me?
Well, how am I supposed to
Nobody
believe you? What
believes me.
proof do you have? Huh?
I'm sitting right here.
Just because you can talk to me doesn't mean that it's proof.
200 or so passengers were released from Flight 93. The passenger from Delta 1989 states that she was taken into FAA headquarters. But other reports say that passengers were brought into the NASA Glenn Research Center, located near the west end of the airport, which had already been evacuated.
Because you can't possibly have a full story if they don't give you all the information.
How am I supposed to argue the evidence they put on television?
A plane that was supposed to be crashed. They took me off and took me to a place and held me for, I don't know, if I didn't get out of there, I'd probably still be there right now. Tell me that I'm the one with the crazy story.
And you tell me this crazy fucking story, and I'm supposed to believe that. So if I didn't watch the news, I'd have an easier time believing this story?
Probably.
Okay, so probably is going to make those other people from that plane that you were supposedly on alive again?
I can show you where they're at.
You can show me where they're at. Then why don't you just tell everybody? Why am I the first person to hear this? Why am I the person?
You're not the first person I told. I used to tell people a lot when I first got out.
And how did
Because
people?
I want somebody to do something so I can go back to my family.
So you're telling me that I'm not the first person that you've told this story to? And how did they react to it? I mean,
Same way you did.
thinking you're full of shit.
I'm crazy. You're the one that's crazy for believing all their garbage that they put on TV.
That shit
That
on the
box right
television
there, that
is
box.
way more believable than anything you've said to me all fucking night.